In this video, I'm going to show you how you can add a day in a schedule that you have created without disturbing the rest of the schedule. So I have the schedule here for people, and they have the weekends off. That's what the O stands for. And these are different jobs. I don't know if they're contractors or subtrades or whatever, but they, for example, this person is doing job A for the first 3 days, and then he's doing B for the next 5 working days, and then C, and so on and so on. Now, this is for next month that we've planned all this out, but the actual day comes by and he starts working on job A, and he says, you know, I need another day here. And so instead of having to redo the entire schedule, what you're going to do is you're going to select the last day of A, and you're going to go to hit this button called Add a Day. And so right now we have 3 red A's here. And so after we do Add a Day, then we have 4 A's. And the jobs have been shifted down so that we still have 5 days for B, and we still have 6 days for C, and so on. It's just all been shifted down. It doesn't have to be recalculated. The other thing that I have on here is I have a button called New Job, and so we have Woody down here, and let's give him A and B for the next one. So I'm going to click on the New Job. It's going to bring up this list of people here. So I'm going to select Woody, and the job's going to be AAA, and the number, let's say he has to do 3 days on this job, and so I'm going to go enter. And so now you see Woody has 3 jobs entered here, and so let's select Woody again, and let's go in here and let's go BBB, and let's say he has to work at job B for 4 days. And so I'm going to go enter again. And there you go. B is entered as well. So let me show you the code. The sub is called Add a Day. ActiveRow is ActiveRow number is an integer. Job start is a range. C and column number is integers. N is an integer. Active row number is ActiveCell, the row that they've picked. The job start is the active cell, so we know we're not going to overlap the cell that we started with. And column number is the ActiveCell.Column. Okay, so now what it's going to do in this next little section, it's looking for the first blank cell. When it finds the first blank cell, it's going to, so for each cell in range, and then we start with the active cell, and then we go to the end of this chart, which is active row number in 32. And we're going to look through each of those and find the first blank cell. When we found that, then we select that. Now, when we go ActiveCell.Select and do while ActiveCell.Select is not the job start that we started with. And so with ActiveCell.Select, if ActiveCell.Offset value equals -0, then we're going to start a count of this, and we're going to go n equals 1. ActiveCell, do while ActiveCell.Offset value -1, value is 0. So that's our days off. And now we're going to count, make it count. And normally it's 2 because they get the weekends off. And so we're going to loop until we get the count of how many days they have off. And then, so we're going to skip over those. And so ActiveCell.Value equals ActiveCell.Offset negative, and whatever the count was, we're going to go value. ActiveCell.Offset is -1 or negative whatever this value is, select, and so that we are going to jump over the weekends. Now, going back after we've done all this, basically what we're doing is we're selecting the cell to the left of the cell that we're in. So that is ActiveCell.Offset -1, 0, -1 value. So what we're doing is we're copying that to the current cell, and then we're looping. So what we're doing is we're copying finding the first blank cell, and then we're copying all the values to the cell over to the cell to the left to the current cell, and so that we are making space for an extra day. And so that is how the add day works. Now, let me show you the add job. And so I did a user form, and this is employee numbers, and I named the range employee, and that's how this is the source for this combo box here. The job number is what we've entered here. The days required is going to be on there. So now I'm going to right click here, and I'm going to view the code that we have with this button. Okay, so we have the job number and the crew as the string, dim days as integers, last row is long, columns as integer, range as range, cell as range, C as an integer. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to search as a string, row number as an integer. Last row is whatever the last row is in A. Okay, job number is what was entered in the text box. So the job number is the text box 1 value. Days is the text box 2 value. And the crew is whatever was selected from the combo box 1. We're going to set range equals ActiveCell columns A. So that's where we're going to be looking for this the crew that we've got here. And we're going to search for crew. Set string or set cells equals range find, and what we're trying to look for crew, and we're looking in the formulas match case false, and okay, and then the row number is whatever cell they find. Okay, now for columns 2 to 31, if cell's row number column number equals blank, then cells row number column number select, and then go to enter job. So we're looking for the first blank cell again, and then we go to enter job is right here, and we do C equals 1. For this, C is the count of how many times we've gone around here. So do while C is less than or equal to the days that we've entered up in our text box here. Do until ActiveCell.Value equals blank, ActiveCell.Offset. So when it's not blank, so we're once again trying to step over these weekends, we're going to offset selective, we're going to go over 1. And then when we finish this, we go ActiveCell equals job number, and then we're going to move it to the next one, and we're going to keep doing this loop until we've got the number of days equal to the number, or number time of loops equal to the number of days that we specify. So this is how you add tasks or an extra day to a schedule without disrupting the schedule. I will, of course, include this code in the description of my video. Please subscribe.